No other market research podcast earned recognition 2 years in a row, 2019 and again in 2020, as being named one of the best in the marketing research field. But we're proud to welcome you to one podcast that did earn that distinction. Research Business Daily Report just happens to be the research industry's only daily research video report. So please enjoy today's edition, and if you continue to watch us, please consider lending your support for this research news video series. In fact, you can see on the screen right now how you can actually do that, and we'll give you more ammunition to perhaps convince you to move in that direction if you stick with us to the end of today's video. I'm Bob Lederer, now in my 26th year as the respected voice in market research. Yesterday, we introduced you to a Tabs Analytics white paper called How to Fix Problematic Metrics Used to Measure CPG Performance. We reviewed the first 5 of the metrics that Tabs Analytics says don't really help a CPG manufacturer truly understand its in-market success, nor does it really help it plan for the future for the same reasons. If you missed RBDR yesterday, you might want to go back and give it a look. But for today, we're going to start with the 6th point that was made, baseline units. Now, these are used to compare promoted with non-promoted volume. Tabs Analytics questions the authenticity of baseline because of phantom baseline spikes during promoted periods, and also because of excess volatility that can run across weeks or months. Reframing the baseline for consistency's sake is called for to account for the outside factors, according to this white paper. Next, average items per store refers to the number of items carried by a store in the particular category of a CPG company. Now, most common in syndicated statistics, the drawback here is in the word average as opposed to actual numbers from store to store. It fails to properly reflect velocity as well. Applying the ACV of 100%, which is total sales, divided by total distribution potential, offers a more accurate detail for sales per SKU. SKU optimization curves, moving on, illustrate the performance of specific SKUs and are intended to help determine the retention or discontinuation of a product. But these calculations are generally inaccurate, according to the white paper. They review the wrong population of items, and these curves are not adjusted for distribution. So a better option may be evaluating all the products that could potentially be sold in that category. And we get to leakage trees, a metric that I was frankly unfamiliar with, but it is very straightforward, a way of tracking how many customers leave a store without making a purchase. The shortcoming here is how it is used. Generally, this is skewed to conversion and based on what a consumer did once in the past in that store. The reality is they may tend to buy a particular item or items elsewhere all the time, except for that one instance. The biggest issue with leakage trees is that they provide no relative sales loss, says the white paper. The more valuable option, it says, is to investigate causes of leakage and slippage. And the latter is defined as a retailer's non-competitive marketing of a product. So let's wind up with the big picture of CPG sales and market share statistics from this white paper. The metrics that matter to one food category may not carry over to some or even many other categories. And within a particular company, the use of multiple metrics may seem smart, but they can just as easily distract from something else that is really most important. Most of the metrics RBDR has covered yesterday from this interesting white paper offer value, but as we explained in the first episode of this 2-part series, the way they are actually put to use takes companies down the wrong path. With skewed, off-base, or untrue measures of what is most important, which is really what happens a lot of the time. Now we're going to link to the Tabs Analytics document that backs up these 2 RBDR videos. Look for it underneath today's report. That wraps up today's Research Business Daily Report. And as always, we want to thank you for viewing today's video. We strive to make every RBDR for you viewers something that has a news item, an insight, or a commentary that we know you're not going to find anywhere else. Yesterday and today, it happened to be the Tabs Analytics CPG Metrics White Paper. After digesting this and other RBDR video reports Monday through Thursday most weeks, please consider becoming an RBDR Patreon supporter. Easy enough to do. Just visit RBDR's exclusive crowdfunding platform at patreon.com/RBDR. So, like as usual, we hope you have a good research day and that we'll see you back here with us tomorrow. And until then, please stay safe.